Israel has the right to defend itself. Full stop. But hey, Israel, can I just understand what you're defending yourself from in Congo? If you guys aren't aware, Congo is going through a genocide, which Israel, the US, the UK, and France are funding. So again, I'd like to ask Israel, what are you defending yourself from? Because like geographically speaking, you're not really that close. For those who need a little more explanation, this is Israel and this is Congo. They're not anywhere near each other. So I kind of want to know, like, what are you defending yourself from? Like, is Congo threatening the existence of Jews right now? Like, are they threatening to wipe out Jews in Israel? Like, I don't understand. This is the geography and the logic that the US has, right? The US is just like, actually, let me wait. Okay, so this is the world map. Here is the United States. And you've got the Atlantic Ocean and the Pacific Ocean right here. Okay, it is like between two seas. And this is the Middle East. This is where Palestine is, Egypt, all these places. But that's not the only place that, you know, the United States went to war. The United States went to war here in Iraq. The United States went to war here in Afghanistan. The United States also went to war here, somewhere here in Vietnam. So all these countries are nowhere near the United States, right? Just, you know, contextualizing the whole thing, just helping you understand the logic. So anyways, going back to Congo. Israel is currently funding a genocide in Congo. For the last 25 years, the people of Congo have gone through a genocide funded by the United States, the UK, France, and Israel. What do these four countries have anything to do with Congo? Much like every incentive for colonialism, resources. Congo is sitting on 80% of the world's coltan reserve. Coltan is used to power every single piece of tech. So your phone, your laptop, your computer, your electric car, anything that charges, anything that has a rechargeable battery needs coltan. And coltan is found in Congo. Post-colonialism, all of these Western powers have benefited from destabilizing countries to steal their resources. We saw this in Afghanistan. Afghanistan is sitting on a gold mine of resources. You've got chromite, coal, copper, gold, iron, lead, natural gas, petroleum, precious and semi-precious stones, salt, sulfur, lithium, talc, and zinc, as well as an abundance of opium fields. We saw this in Iraq. They're sitting on oil, natural gas, phosphates, and sulfur. We saw this in Libya, who's also sitting on natural gas. Sad thing about Libya, foreign powers are stealing Libya's oil because there's no stable government. So what does that have to do with Israel? Going back to Congo, Congo is sitting on a wealth of resources and minerals that Western powers are benefiting from, getting it for cheap. Western powers are funding militias from Rwanda and Uganda to destabilize Congo for the past 25 years to ensure that the Congolese people are used as slaves to mine these resources. So what resources is Israel benefiting from when it comes to Congo? Well, guys, as I always say, you have to follow the money. So a quick little Google search and you find out that Israel's biggest commodity when it comes to exporting is diamonds. The only thing is they barely have a diamond mine. So where is Israel getting its diamonds so that it can export it to the rest of the world? Let me introduce you to this Israeli businessman called Dan Gertler. Dan Gertler owns most of the diamond mines in Congo. Dan Gertler is your modern day slave trader. This man is the grandson of the biggest diamond trader out of Israel, which exports most of Israel's diamonds to the rest of the world. This guy entered Congo in 1997. Now, you guys remember when I told you that Congo's been going through a genocide for the past 25 years. Let's do the math. Today's 2023, so 20 years ago would be 2003. Another 5, that's 1998. Congo's been going through a genocide since 1998. Dan Gertler entered Congo in 1997. Interesting. So as I said, Israel is one of the biggest exporters of diamonds to the rest of the world. Belgium being the first, which Israel exports to, and then Israel being the second. So who buys the diamonds from Israel? A bunch of different European and American brands, including Harry Winston, Graf, and Messika. Messika has been under fire so many times, and yet people still choose to buy and purchase from Messika, even though they are so blatantly pro-Zionism. Messika plays such an integral part of Israel's economy. In 2012, they were awarded the most outstanding exporter because they exported $100 million worth of polished diamonds to the rest of the world. And between 2011 and 2013, Messika exported $300 million worth of polished diamonds, making the company Israel's 6th largest diamond exporter, and yet people still choose to use Messica. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, you guys are choosing to boycott McDonald's and Starbucks because they made a political stance or they donated like Happy Meal, but Messica and all of these big jewelry brands are directly purchasing from Israel and supporting their economy. Do with this what you may, okay? Choose to buy your diamonds, you can keep buying your diamonds. You choose to support Messica, you can still do that, but purchasing from Messica and wearing your little Messica necklace and earrings while boycotting Starbucks is a contradictory thing. And so to my Arab and Muslim community, while you're doing a great job boycotting Starbucks and McDonald's because they took a stance politically, it makes absolutely no difference if you're still contributing to the Israeli economy. As I said, diamonds are Israel's biggest export. Diamonds mined in Africa, where these people are going through modern day slavery, where 48 women are raped per hour in Congo because of the conflict, because of the genocide, because of the oppression that is fueled and funded by Israel, the UK, France, and the United States of America. A genocide and conflict that so conveniently escalated when this man entered their market. And guys, this is not the first time I've talked about diamonds. 6 months ago, I did a whole video about diamonds and why I think diamonds are a scam. And in this video, I talk about the alternatives. I talk about lab-grown diamonds. I talk about lab-grown moissanite, which shines and looks just as good as a real diamond, but it's cheaper. It's cheaper. It's more ethical because it's mined in a lab. It's not even mined in a lab. It's made in a lab. So if you are curious to see or learn more about, alternatives to diamonds, check out my video. It's on Instagram. It's on TikTok. So it's all there for you to see. So before anyone tells me or goes off and says, you know what, this is a religious thing and, Israel has a right to defend itself because its existence and the Jewish existence is being threatened. Where is the Jewish existence being threatened in Africa, if not just being profited off of? What we are seeing right now is a form of neo-colonialism, because after World War II, the concept of colonialism was just not cool anymore, right? Like, all the other countries wanted their independence, and the big colonial powers are like, oh shit, people are like not happy with us being there, and now we can't really like take the resources, but we still want them. So we are going to assert our economic and political control over our former colonies, or over people who are weaker than us, so that we can still continue to exploit their resources and do what we did during colonization without being called a colony. It has nothing to do with religion. It has nothing to do with belief system. The only belief system that these countries believe in is greed, is money. And that money does not even go to their people. As you saw in my previous video, I talked about the United States, how the United States is essentially a third world country where it is looting resources from the rest of the world, and its own people are not even seeing the fruits of that looting. So I gave you a bunch of information. Do with it what you may, but I urge you guys to be more conscious about where you send your money, where you spend your money, because you earned that money. You worked really hard for that money. There's a lot more I need to talk about with Congo, and I need to do a second video on, because diamonds is it's not even like what's causing all of this. Like, diamonds is just what's linking it to Israel. Like, there's a whole other thing happening in Congo that I need to do a part 2 on. So I'm gonna go work on that, and I'll see you guys later. Free Congo, free Palestine, and free every single oppressed group that has been oppressed by these colonial powers.